And I was like, wow, I've never seen one of these like other than in my bedroom. But it was a blue snowball, but it was white, so it wasn't quite as big.
You've never seen a white in your bedroom?
I've never seen any white balls in my bedroom now.
So outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. He refused to give in to the town that takes all to survive. You must have the will. How this movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. And he shouts at the moon, she's gone. Fears will come. He was walking a mile. He was walking alone. All
Alright, welcome everybody to Funk Dunk Play Season 2, Episode 26, where we are currently boycotting hugs. If you hug someone,
Damn right.
fuck you. Just fuck you and fuck your family. Listen, you might want to keep us down with your hugs and your love and you're not committing murder. That is how we roll here, motherfucker.
You can still murder when you hug. You just hug harder.
Then it's not a hug anymore, it's an assault.
Stop mansplaining hugs to Jade.
Well, actually, I wasn't mansplaining. Where does a mansplainer get fresh water?
Where?
From a well, actually. So, you guys were riding on a chariot, and it was a bumpy ride, so much that the Dungeon Master fell out.
And we're finally free!
Yeah, if by the way, I know that Kirsten is going to make this sound beautiful, like always. If it sounds weird that there's no, like, really annoying guy at the end of last episode, that's because my microphone stopped working and my computer froze. My laptop is made of caca.
We defeated the Butts and summoned the Nightmare King and made friends with him. So that's where we're at.
Oh, okay, so you're halfway down my notes for this session.
Good.
Wow, you skipped a lot. Halfway down a page of notes.
Yeah, we wanted to save some work, you know. So just assume all of that happened and we're the most powerful people in the world.
Again, God, our campaigns always end the same way. What the fuck?
Weird.
Yeah, so you were discussing what you were gonna do. I believe you told me that Eliza was not sure if she wanted to kill the other anomaly or if she wanted to attempt to either gain knowledge from it or perhaps utilize it later on in case it could prove useful.
Yep.
But though we hadn't made a decision yet, you were sort of like I think you said you were gonna play it by, oh wow, you don't have those either, so you can't play it by ear. I guess play it by just
Poison
pick
glands.
a hole in your head. Yeah, pick one of your head holes. You can play it by that. Wait, does Eliza have your external ears?
Maybe.
I kind of assumed she didn't because I was kind of in my head canon. She has a very snaky head, and I assume she didn't have ears, but she might. I am being judgmental.
I mean, I'll leave that up to the fan artists. I'm not picky on her ears or nose.
Alright, so we were just kind of shit talking in the chariot.
Okay, so you were shit talking in the formerly shitty chariot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the journey is relatively uneventful. You do end up obviously leaving the roads. It doesn't look like you're on any kind of actual established trails or anything, but in your head, this is exactly the way you have to go to get there. You just fucking know. And it feels like you're just going through the middle of a field and then like through a small stand of trees, and then there's like you're going over a little you're fording a very narrow river, and then you're driving past a gazebo where a folk band playing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't look like a road, but you know where you're going.
Good. That's good. I don't have to roleplay this because I have no fucking sense of direction whatsoever.
Eventually, the chariot kind of skids to a halt, and you're in the, right on the edge of a relatively large, very sparsely vegetated plain. It's not quite desert, but it's definitely not like, like lush veldt or anything. It looks like a prairie that's seen better days. And, it's completely empty.
Whoa.
Well, I assume it knows where the entrance is.
Yes.
So.
And Muddler is looking at you expectantly.
Mm-hmm. I know there should be a cave entrance there.
Yes, that is. You are 100% convinced that it should be directly in front of where the chariot is.
Elisa's gonna reach down with Mage Hand, pick up a rock, and throw it at the empty space.
Okay, the rock flies through the air, and then does really something you probably don't expect. You're a little bit shocked when this happens. Right at the top of its arc, it begins to descend again, and it continues on its natural trajectory and bounces onto the ground.
Okay, so there's no invisible doors here.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry, I'm a dick. Give me a
Yes,
break.
you
Well,
are.
I had to check for the obvious.
Would a perception help?
It'd be like investigation, maybe?
Investigation.
I think investigation is probably
I would like
your
that.
best bet.
I might as well roll it too. Well,
I'm gonna use bend luck and give my... Oh.
no. Elisa's too
Oh.
bored. She doesn't give a shit.
Yes.
She looked. She threw the rock. Nothing happened. She's gonna go back to reading the book.
Stupid. I mean Tides of Chaos, so I'm gonna give myself advantage because
Okay.
just in character, I'm so fucking sure I know it's there, right? So
You are 100% convinced you're in the right place.
24.
Okay. Here's how I'm going to play this out, because I'm going to actually play out you using Tides of Chaos within what happens. After Eliza looks around, looks at the rock, and goes, fuck this, and sits back down again.
Very on brand.
Very on brand. It gets up, looks around, first doing the whole feeling for hidden walls, looking, checking rocks and stuff, and not finding anything. You are still convinced this is where you need to be, but you can't figure out what you need to do. And then you stop for a second, and you sit down on a rock, just kind of think, and you hear a click, and the ground starts to rumble and shake. Not like an earthquake, but definitely a vibration's going on. And you hear a noise, and off to the side, you see a line sort of appear in the dirt, and very slowly open up, revealing as if it were a trapdoor opening in the ground itself, revealing a staircase down.
Of fucking course, you open this thing with your butt.
And actually, right when you sit down and it goes
fucking
click, you hear... It does a little Legend of Zelda jingle.
Okay, so Elisa will hop out of the chariot and switch on her Eldritch Sight, which is detect magic at will, just to get just looking down the tunnel, see if I see any magic traps or stuff, anything glowing, giving off alerts.
How far does that reach, generally speaking?
30 feet.
You can feel the echoes of magic. Magic has been done here recently, but there are no ongoing magical effects happening at the moment that you can sense whatsoever within your range.
Okay.
It appears, honestly, that the cloaking of this thing appears to have been mundane, just it's extremely well made. Doesn't feel that it was magically hidden that you can tell.
Okay.
Should we hit it?
Yeah, I assume we go down.
I'll go first.
Okay.
The important question, I think the fans need to know, are you bringing Susan?
Of course.
Okay.
Hey. But question though, is it lit? Is it lit?
Oh shit, it's lit, yo. It's lit, fam. Trust me.
So there is light because I don't have dark vision. Is why I'm asking.
Oh, right. I forgot you were one of those weirdos.
Yes, because then I will have to.
You're the one who's sneaking around in the dark while everyone's just watching you.
Yeah, resonate and maybe let someone else lead.
There does not appear to be any light after you go outside of the entryway that you can see. However, you can see just on the walls there are brackets where one could put like a torch or hang a lantern, but there aren't any torches or lanterns in or on them.
Can anyone see right now?
Yeah.
Then after you, please.
Oh, right. You're one of those ones. Okay.
Yes, I guess Elisa will take point.
Thank you.
Yeah, she has dark vision, so she doesn't think about people not having dark vision.
Yeah, I mean, who
That's
would?
fair, again, very on brand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I did check. I have prestidigitation, but that can only like light candles and stuff. So
Yes.
there would have to be a candle there for me to light.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
there's a-
don't. I just don't want to light. I could light a torch. I just don't wanna, because
Okay. Muddler offers to take your hand because he has dark vision up to 60 feet.
I will take Muddler's hand, of course.
Okay, so you're not drunk this time, but you still need him to carry you.
And then you hear, as you are beginning to enter in, you hear someone coming from behind saying,
Oh.
"Are you guys forgetting something about this whole making light thing?"
I honestly keep forgetting you're there. In and out of character.
You really hurt my feelings.
While we're on the subject, why are you still here?
I have nowhere else to go.
Oh no. Is he crying? No.
He is, and in this
he's-
little fire of tears.
Oh no, what have I done?
Been an evil person?
I'll go over to him, pat him on the shoulder, and say, There. Okay, so what's in this hole?
Alright, you make your way down. You notice the stairs are very well defined. They are not just like jagged rock you can walk down. We're talking stairs up in this. Good ones. The kind you'd call your mom and tell her, "Hey, I went up some stairs and they were good." The whole place has a very it almost feels like you're not in a cave, but you're in a building. The walls are very well defined, flat, good stonework. Again, you really get more of a feeling of you're walking down a hallway, not you're walking into a cave. There is nobody that you can see in the cave, though now that you have light, you can definitely see there are signs of habitation. Yeah, you can definitely see multiple, like, tons and tons of footprints on the ground that appear to be coming from deeper in the cave, and all the footprints seem to be leaving from the cave. They don't see any footprints going in. And the footprints they're leaving either seem to be going directly out, or they are going to a room, or an off cave, or whatever you want to call it, off to your left, which is further down. Like, there's like a room off to the left further down the hallway, you might call it.
Well, so I know everything about this cave, right? Or do I just...
No. You know everything about where it is.
Oh, okay.
And
But I
you
don't-
know everything that the many spies were able to get.
Okay, so there's only one room we can see? The one on the left, was it?
Yeah, it's the only offshoot that you can see.
I mean, we can look inside on the way down the hall, I guess.
Yes. Let's check out that
Okay.
thing.
Alright, you peep inside. It is a relatively large room with just row after row of almost like carved out of the very living stone itself are these rows after row that look almost like bookshelves. But then if you look a tiny bit closer, you realize that they're not actually bookshelves. They're just roughly the same size, but they have little doors in the front of them. with like little handles.
Okay, does it look like they're locked?
Like bank vaults, sort
Not
of.
like bank vaults, because like there's row of them,
Yeah.
and they look like they're maybe 2 feet deep each.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where they keep all the coffins?
No, all these are standing upright.
Oh, they're... Okay.
Yeah, like I said, they're like bookshelf-like.
Oh, I mean, because I was thinking shelves. If you got, like, one of those, like, catacombs kind of things, you'd have,
I don't know, these are like basically freestanding, except for the fact they connect to the ceiling and to the floor.
So it's like a locker room.
Basically.
Are those things locked?
Some of them appear to have locks on them, some of them don't.
What's if I go to one that doesn't and open it? What's inside?
Just shortcut and cast knock, and they all open.
I
The
could.
one you open has we'll say a sack on the bottom of it.
Nice.
It has a heavy leather cloak hanging up on a little peg. There is a picture. Well, I say picture, more like a little painting
Of a
of
boy
a
band.
woman, maybe about in her mid-20s, human, with her bosoms out.
Yes. Okay.
Her bosoms are out.
Yeah, that's
and-
that's Chad's locker.
Yeah, and there was a little thing written on it in a rather flowery script that said, "To Chad, knocker one out of the park. Love Tits McGee." Actually, it was XOXO Tits McGee, actually.
Can I find one of these that's locked and cast the cantrip Acid Splash on the lock to melt the lock and open it?
Absolutely.
Okay. I want to find one that looks important. And melt the lock.
They all look very similar.
Okay.
You just take a random one that's locked. Again, it's very similar. There's some outerwear hanging up. There is there's a satchel, and it looks like a lunchbox as well. And there's a picture of the same woman. But this one says, Chad could never know about our love. XOXO.
Okay, I want to open
Signed
the
Tits
lunchbox.
McGee. Okay, you open the lunchbox, and it has a roast mutton sandwich.
Mutton. Nice.
Mutton.
I'm just gonna toss the whole thing on the floor and shrug it.
This just seems like some kind of locker room. I don't think there's anything in here. Unless it's, like, really buried.
Fuck this.
Mm.
I'm gonna head out.
Yep.
Okay.
On to the next room. Further down the hall.
Alright, you're further down, and by now, you've gone probably about 200 feet down this hallway. It has been very gradually sloping downward, not like anything close to a steep thing, but if you look back, you can definitely tell that the entrance is higher than you are now. Like that you've been going down a very gradual decline. And it rather abruptly stops. Basically, it stops at a landing with a little fence between, like, basically the hallway ends, and maybe 10 feet before it ends, there's a little fence. And on the other side of the fence is a box with a lever on it.
What's beyond that? Just a
A
wall?
wall.
A wall. Okay.
Yeah.
So the fence is just guarding the box, basically,
With the lever.
with the
Okay.
lever.
I want to use Mage Hand to pull the lever.
Okay.
I take a few steps backwards.
Okay.
I stand behind Muddler.
You use Mage Hand to pull the lever. You hear a loud whirring noise, and the floor beyond the little fence, including the lever itself and the box it's on, very slowly begins to descend.
Oh,
it's an
that's
elevator.
Nice. Okay, sprint.
Yep.
Jump on that.
Yeah, I assume I'm standing right in front of the fence, so I can just vault over the fence into the elevator.
How about Muddler? Does he?
He can smash through the fence. He's strong.
However, if Muddler were to leap onto this carrying Susan,
Yes.
do you want Muddler to do
If
this?
I switch the lever the other way, will it start going back up?
You don't know.
Okay, well, I'll try that. I'm inside, so...
Okay.
Switch the lever, does it start going back up, or...?
You try to move the lever back into its original position, and it will not go.
Okay, so I'll shrug and just wave to the group and...
I'll send you a message about what's down there.
No, I'll jump on.
Oh yeah, you already. I assumed you had already jumped on.
Okay.
Well, the only one we're really wondering about is Muddler because he's super heavy and he's carrying a boulder.
I guess he's gonna have to wait.
Wait here for a second, Mother.
You can kind of hear as you're descending. You hear him saying, "Okay, Susan, we have to wait here.
Treat her well.
I think there's a maximum weight limit, which I find personally offensive." And Susan replies with a very emphatic,
Yeah, she does that. I mutter under my breath. Goodbye, Susan. All right, we're going down. Going down on with Eliza.
You're going down on Eliza.
Yeah, I jumped on her accidentally onto her,
And you're
sitting on her shoulders.
You're sitting on her shoulders, and she's going down on you. Junk to face. I know.
She's not complaining, so.
Nah, she pushes you off if you do that.
Oh.
Oh, that's what they call it. Pushing you off, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids today with their euphemisms.
It was enough. No.
And she scowls.
Not canon. Not canon.
It has had its first orgasm.
I don't think so. I don't
Wild
know.
magic roll.
All right, you want to do this? I'm game.
No. Only if you're putting it coming in its pants as canon.
I'm not sure. No.
Okay. Okay, so Eliza and it and Wingless is
Goat.
your goat and your owl.
Yeah, and
Right?
the sheep
Yeah.
that's always following.
And the sheep,
The sheep.
Sheep is on the roof of the elevator.
You don't even see the sheep actually right now.
Oh.
You couldn't get past the anti-sheep field.
However, Reggie did come with because he's light.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yeah, we need Reggie.
Jokes.
I need Reggie
Jokes.
now because I can't see otherwise. So
That's true.
it's actually okay.
He lights up your life in your dark cave.
My cave is private. Also, no one shipped that.
Okay, so the duet, the elevator, which is what we're calling it now, makes it down, and it goes down. It feels like it's descending for a very, very long time. You can constantly tell you're moving because it doesn't have walls. I mean, it doesn't have like solid walls that are just the elevator walls. Like you can see the rock wall going by as it lowers. So you can tell it's still going and still going and still going. You can't tell exactly how fast it's descending, but it's descending for probably a good maybe 15 minutes, which is quite a long time for a D&D elevator. Just saying.
Okay. I believe you.
When it finally just stops with sort of a good judge type noise, it good judges you.
Mm.
The sheep is the elevator.
well, it when it lands and there is a another little fence in front. The first thing you notice as the light from Reggie's head illuminates the room is that waiting for you is a very judgmental sheep.
Have I told you that I decided on a name for it?
It's tapping its hoof, being what the fuck took you guys so long. You came up with a name for it. Is its name Zen?
No, its name is not Zen. Its name is John Paul.
John Paul the Judgmental Sheep?
I've decided. So we get out.
Yeah. If the gate doesn't open, I can either push it open or just jump over it.
From this side, it's far more apparent that there's a latch on the little fence that you can open it and actually walk through.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
Alright. Now, you are incredibly far underground now. Ridiculously. Comically far underground.
This is the It and Eliza show.
And me!
Oh yeah, sorry. I already forgot that he's there. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's your torch. And just carry him around.
I think Eliza is rubbing off on me. It's just not seeing people anymore. So they're
Yep.
just like objects.
Yep, they're all tools to be used.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean.
Alright, so if you are leaving and you're in another hallway, everything feels like, it just doesn't feel like a natural, rock formation or anything. This feels like you're inside, like, a castle or something.
It's a
almost.
Bond villain lair. Yeah.
Basically, it's very Bond villain lair-ish. And down here, one thing you notice immediately is it is well lit.
Well, yeah, but what about the place?
There are, on the ceilings, maybe every 10 feet, little orbs of light that are illuminating the hallway.
Future technology.
Mm-hmm. The hallway continues on, and to your left is a flat wall that continues on, meaning it's just the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
And on the hallway to your right, there is a door. There's actually a frosted glass pane in the door.
So I can see through the door.
It's frosted, you can't.
Okay.
Did you keep or are you keeping your detect magic on all the time?
I mean, I'll keep flipping it on and off. It's like Batman's detective vision. You just keep checking to see if you can see things with it.
Yeah. Those lights are definitely magic
Okay.
of some kind.
Okay, well, I want to check the door first, I guess.
Okay,
Just like, if I can't see through the door, just cautiously open it. Kind of look inside.
okay.
We're not expecting traps here. They don't think they have.
Yeah, they're not going to trap themselves. I just want to make sure that there's nobody actually in the room.
Are you opening the door, like, how are you doing? Are you just opening it, like, cavalierly? Are you sort of, like,
I'm just
trying
going to,
be
like, crack
quiet
it open
peering in?
and kind of, like, peek through the crack in the door, see what kind of room is in there.
Okay.
See if there's any, like, noise, like, rustling of response.
Alright, what you can tell in this room, now you can't see all of it because you only have like a little bit of a sliver of the door open. It is well lit. There appears to be numerous like tables in the room. The tables themselves are white. There are chairs near them which are also white. And in the chairs, you can see are people.
Living or dead?
Many of them appear to be eating. They are wearing long, white, not quite robes because they open in the front. But if they didn't open in the front, they'd look like white robes. And underneath them, you can kind of see from people who are facing in other directions, it appears they're wearing like light blue shirts and dark blue, almost navy blue pants, for what you can see. And they all appear to be sitting around enjoying a meal.
Is there any response
Chatting.
from them to the door opening?
They don't appear to have noticed yet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna quietly close it so we can check the other way before coming back here.
The doctors are out for lunch.
Yeah, that's where all the scientists at
Yeah.
this lab are eating. So I guess, yeah, Alyssa will quietly close it, just motion for it to head farther down the hallway before she says anything.
Okay.
So once we get out of
I will
earshot.
comply. Yes.
It appears the scientists are in there. We should check the rest before we confront them.
How many did you see?
I don't know.
You could make out from your perspective in the door, which appeared to be in one corner of the room, 5 or 6 different people. But you couldn't tell at all if there were more or, they were out of your eye shot or whatever.
If I had to guess, a dozen at most.
So no problem then.
Yeah, but we should still, check the
Yes,
rest.
you're right. Of course.
Kill them later.
But kill them.
We'll get the information and then we'll kill them. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta see if I can get the information I want from the other room before I decide if I want to just cast immolation in that room and lock the door.
What's up ahead?
Up ahead is more hallway.
Mm-hmm. And after that?
Even more hallway.
Shit.
Is there a room after the hallway?
Eventually, you're going to keep going down, probably, I'm going to say, about 3,000 feet, so that would be about 1,000 meters-ish.
Shit. That's a lot.
Yeah. There is, basically another door.
There's no one in that hallway in the entire time we're walking down it.
You don't see anyone.
Okay, that's good.
There are definite signs that it's not an abandoned area,
No,
but,
they're all munching.
I mean, I'm not going to stretch things by saying that maybe they're all eating lunch.
Okay. Is it just a normal door, or does it look special?
It looks extremely locked, and if Eliza is still doing her, magical
Yep. Yeah, I can flip on the detect
flipping on
magic,
and
yeah.
off now and then, it definitely appears to be very magically locked.
Okay, I'm gonna take out the butt blade and see if that will turn into a key for this door.
Ooh.
Interesting maneuver.
Hmm.
There is no keyhole that you can find.
Is the blade reacting to the door in any way?
Not in any way whatsoever.
I will cast Knock. And 75.
Well, here's what happens.
It's never good.
The door
You
melts.
cast the spell of knock.
Yes.
It goes
Knock.
like that,
Yes.
and the world kind of shimmers in front of the door for a second, and then you can almost feel the magical force of the spell being flung right back at you, and it smacks you clean in the chest, knocking you off your feet, and you land on the ground sort of in a heap. But when you get up, you notice at your feet is a small gold coin of completely unknown origin. It's not a coin you've ever seen before, and it's not one that was there before either, because it's still a well-lit room. You would have noticed a gold coin on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It would have stuck out. And there's suddenly this gold coin there. It just has a picture on one side, if you look, of a little, like, a classic-style country well. It's like made of like stone in a circle with a little like roof thing on top and a bucket on a winch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side is an image that looks for all the world like a shooting star.
So
Okay.
you got a lucky coin.
I got a lucky coin.
Yep.
And if Eliza flips her detect magic on at any point nearby, she will get fucking blinded.
Oh, what the fuck is that thing?
I'm gonna pick it up. Do I feel anything when I pick it up?
You feel it's kind of cool to the touch.
Mm-hmm.
It's relatively smooth.
Mm-hmm.
There are no jagged bits. It appears to be a well-made gold coin.
Nice. It's another gift from the traveler. And I'm gonna pocket it.
Okay, so if the lock is now non-magical, Elisa's first gonna try the butt blade again, see if it turns into a key. If not, she's gonna try to melt the lock.
The butt blade has no response.
Okay, so I'll try acid splash on the lock to see if I can melt it.
I'm assuming you shoot it where, like I said, there was no keyhole, there was nothing obviously there. But if you shoot it, generally speaking, where the latch of a door would be.
Yep.
A few seconds of doing, and then it sizzles through, and you hear like a chunk type noise, and the door slowly opens inward.
Okay, so I guess... I've melted the lock, so I'm just gonna push this door open. Caution's
Okay.
gone. We use knock, so if anybody's in there, they heard it.
Alright, so, this opens into, just a magnificently large chamber. The first thing you notice is that unlike the hallways, this chamber doesn't appear to be lit up. And it also doesn't have the same finished quality. This feels way more like a cave. The ground still has some stalagmites. The walls are they almost look like they're just naturally rough hewn stone walls of an actual naturally formed extremely large cave.
Is there a giant penny and or a dinosaur in here?
I wish.
Hmm.
I'm not that clever.
Oh.
I did not make it the Bat Cave. I'm very sorry. Now I wish I had. Yeah, but looking through it, it is a gigantic, very dark cave. Are you all walking through the doorway?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
I'm clutching my coin.
Yep. The second the last of you enters the door, suddenly one light comes on. And if this was actually a Bond villain lair, it would make that noise. You know how when the one spotlight turns on in a movie, it goes ka-chung, and then the light?
Mm.
It would have done that, but you're not. So just light appears, and maybe a few hundred feet away from you, because you had a big-ass cave, and it appears to be illuminating a cage.
Okay, is there a drape over this one like the last one? Or?
No, but the light isn't super bright, and you are far enough away that you can tell there's something in it, but you can't really tell.
Okay, so I'm gonna
What?
approach the cage.
Something turned on that light. Is there any movement?
I'm assuming the second anomaly's in there, so I'm gonna approach.
Does he have a lamp?
You don't see any other movement. However,
He's not
you
lit.
hear very faintly coming from the direction of the cage, I mean. You hear a noise. It sounds like this.
Oh, good. They muffled this one.
I'm gonna stand back. I'm not gonna approach with Eliza. I'm gonna stand back a little in case something happens, so I have time to react. Trying to be cautious about this.
Okay. As you are hanging back and Eliza is sort of taking point, you hear a little bit louder this time. This time it's a little bit different than we hear. Woo, 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 woo.
Are you saying it's a trap? I just want to see how fucking cliche we are here. Muffle once for yes and twice for no. Okay, that was more than twice. What the fuck?
So, am I up to the cage bars by this point?
You're up to the cage, and you can see there is a very agitated-looking goat in this cage, who does have a very large and effective gag around his mouth.
Can I use Mage Hand to remove
keep
it?
No, we'll keep it that way.
Well, I gotta talk to him.
Okay, fine.
So I'll use Mage Hand to pull it off.
Okay, you pull it off, and the goat appears to be rather happy to no longer have a gag on it. And opens up its mouth, and it goes, ah!
Oh no.
Ah!
Well, that's disappointing. It's just a goddamn goat.
And then you hear, again, off, this time a little bit to your left, you hear, oh, I just can't keep it up anymore, I really can't.
Okay, so I'll look over at the source of this voice. I've still got dark vision, so if he's in 60 feet, I can see it.
You see walking towards you
A boss fight.
what appears to be a young woman. She looks to be maybe in her late teens, early 20s. You can't really tell, because she does have that little weird sort of pallor of death about her. Her skin is like ashen white. Her hair just sort of dangling down her head in strands. Her hands, while petite and dainty in their own way, for some reason end in claws. And
Is she hot?
in a kind of a goth way,
Oh, the best way.
you know, kind of like in a Living Dead girl kind of way.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, I think it really just depends on your particular view.
I'm glad you're here. We haven't had many women in this campaign.
Well, that's just gonna raise an eyebrow.
Oh, I really don't think this is you're going to be glad for long.
Who do we have the pleasure with?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't think this was going to work. You know, your buddy there. Your buddy, oh, what's his name? I don't remember his real name. He calls himself something now. Oh, yellow, turquoise, gold, that's it. He said you guys were really, really just dogged and you'd show up here anyway, and I get to kill you, and I'm so relieved that I was wrong when I said there's no way that we're gonna fall for it. A goat? Really? A goat?
We've seen stupider things in this adventure.
Yeah.
We had to deal with a fucking farting wizard. What do you expect?
We have a naked man who's on fire. Nothing is unrealistic. Who the fuck are you?
Well, my name in the common tongue of undeath is unspeakable to mortals such as you, so I'll simply say this. My name is Sarah, and I cannot lie. You motherfuckers just came here to die.
Oh great, we got someone who rhymes.
So outrageous to toll. You can lose